Welcome back to PhilDev. In this video, we're going to be making these leaves like you see on screen that when the player moves through them, get disturbed and play an animation like this. Okay, so to start off, we're just going to make one leaf, and actually I'm going to delete the one I already have. There we go. So you just drag in your leaf sprite like this, and before actually we do that, go into the sprite editor and make sure the pivot point for each of the sprites is at the bottom of it, so like that. And then when you go in game and rotate it, you should see it rotates along the bottom like that. If that doesn't work, make sure up here it says pivot, not center, and then it will work. Okay, so first of all, we need to give it a box collider like that, and we also need to give it an animation. So go to the animation window. If that isn't open, go window, animation, animator, just like that. And then open it up, go to an animation folder or wherever you want to save it. Name it leaves or whatever you want to name it, and you can name it leave like that. And then call this one idle. And I like to have the idle animation do a little bit of a sway effect. So I'm just going to go there. Go at 5 frames, go there, and at 10, go back. Actually, that should be the same as there, so like that. Then we see we've got a wiggle animation, so it's kind of like it's being swayed in the wind. Make that as long as you like. And yeah, so that's the idle animation. Isn't necessary, but definitely adds a lot to the sprite. And then we're going to make a new animation and call it disturbed. And then on the first frame, go about 15 on the Z, go to about 5, put a minus in front of that, and go to 10 and remove the minus. And then we can see we get a disturbed effect playing. You can make this as long as you want, so I say about 35 works just fine for what we're trying to do. And then we need to go into the animator. If you don't have this, go window, animation, animator. And then we need to set up our transition. So we're going to make transition from idle and make transition to disturbed. And then we are going to make a bool variable, call this disturbed. And then we're going to go down there on the one that goes idle to disturbed, and only make this happen if disturbed equal to true. Remove exit time and make transition duration 0.3. And then the same for this one, remove transition duration, exit time, and make transition duration 0.3, and add a condition so when disturbed is equal to false. And then you want to go back on the leaves, and now we're going to create a script. So go create C# script and call it leaves. Okay, once you've done that, you can go onto your leaf game object and add the script onto it. So game object, add the leaf script, and then open it up in Visual Studio or whatever editing software you use. Okay, when your code is open, we're going to need to make a private variable. Call this private animator, and then just give it a name called anim, and then go into the start function like this, and we need to actually find the animator component. To do that, we do anim equals get component, and then we just do animator like this, and then do brackets at the end like that. And then we go into the we need to actually make a new function, call this void on trigger enter 2D, and then change collision over here and just make it called other. Okay, so now once we've done that, we actually need to call the function in this trigger enter function. So for me to get it to work, I need to just check what the tag is. So I'm going to do other.compare tag player. If you want your leaves to react to everything, don't add this. If you want it to react to the player, do this, but make sure your player has the player tag. And then here we do anim dot set bool, and then we do disturbed, and then we set that to true. And then we can copy and paste this whole function, change enter here to exit, and change true here to false. Okay, and this should work, so let's go into the game to find out. So now that we've opened Unity, let's hit play. And we see the leaf is playing the idle animation, and then when we collide, oh, this is my bad, the box collider isn't set to trigger. Make sure you go in your box collider and set it to trigger. And then you see when we collide with it, it plays a disturbed animation. And it will keep playing the disturbed animation until we exit the collision box. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.